afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Topic Time with Harrison Young on this Groundhog's Day. The snow we had over the weekend was pretty rough, but it's melting now. I can see fog, and it's outside, and the matriculation of snow to water is getting bigger and bigger, and we're going to have a heck of a lot of rain tomorrow, and it's going to melt it all. So I'll get psyched for that. In the meantime, we have an awesome show tonight, an amazing rapper. Like I just said a minute ago, rappers rule in 22 so far. Had one on last week here, and I have one on tonight too. I had a male rapper last week. I got a female one this week. I love that. Gotta love the diversity. But before I get there, gotta read these great underwriters, and then we will commence per usual. So, we got Auto Country, king of the used car in Abington, #1 in the dealer raters for 2021. We got B&B Professional Dog Training in Hanson. They're a new one. We got Maggie's Cuts in Kingston. We got Salon Giovanni in Marshfield. We got Fiesta Chara Family Mexican Restaurant down the road here in Carver. We're Countertop Specialists in Pembroke. We got Autotown Auto Glass installed in Abington. We got P&L Paintball in Bridgewater. We got MP Sports here in Carver down the road. We got Squids Inc. Tattoo in Pembroke. We got Crazy Axes Recreation Center in Hanover. We got Pacini's Pizza in Middleborough. They deliver. We got John's Greenhouses and Florist Shop in Brockton. We got Carver Jewelers right here in the building. Ronald Aaron Lively, Delano Goldsmiths. We got Lynch's Towing Auto Cycle and Truck Center in Brockton, one number for towing, one number for projects. We got Pal's Driving School in Middleborough, reaching out to the teaching new drivers in Middleborough and vicinity. We got Comfort Upholstery in East Bridgewater. We got Total Transmission Service in Kingston. They're a new one. We got Tom Auto in Middleborough. We got Pembroke Radiator in Pembroke. We got Dave's Automotive and good old Dave's Automotive in Hanson right here on Route 58. We got another new one, G&G Commercial Systems in Bridgewater. We got Genuine's Inspection in Middleborough. We got RW Carpet and Flooring in Norton, covering for us for 50 years. We got DNS Auto Works in Abington. We got Grant's Rental in Bridgewater. We got Doggy Boutique, RB Professional Grooming for dogs and cats from my great next door neighbor, W. Sell in Brockton. We got the Gun Runner LLC in Middleborough, dedicated to your Second Amendment rights. We got Eastern Fitness in Northeastern in the Village Shops. We got Joe's Diner in Taunton. And I want to thank you guys all very much. And now on that note, I will now introduce Mr. Kay Watts here. She's an up-and-coming, not an up-and-coming at all. She's already here. She's an incredible rapper. What I meant was that she is she's a modern-day rapper. She's like, a 21st century woman. She's a Boston person through and through. Love the neighborhood. Brought her here for myself today, and it's been an amazing ride, and it's going to be an amazing ride back. And Kay, I want to thank you for coming in and doing my show tonight. And putting up with my crazy chauffeuring. And all that.
Look, I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. You know what I mean?
I know you do.
Everything, this journey, it means everything. And, being around you, being around your character means so much to me. And that's real. It's Kay Watts in the building. I'm here to bring rap, hip-hop, everything, soul. I'm here.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember when soul began, in the 60s.
All right.
And then disco began in the 70s. You do disco, too?
I'm bringing it all.
You bring it all.
I hope they bring everything. I want to bring it all.
Okay, that's great. You can, that's great. And I love the outfit. It's really cool. That's what I meant by modern and kind of like 21st century.
Thank you.
It's really just it blurts out your message of life, and that's really cool.
It says I'm here. I'm here.
All right. Well, tell me about yourself. What I do first of all, before you start any rapping and hip hop and soul, and let's find out about your history. Where did you grow up? And tell me about that. How'd you get into it? And if you and other things that you've done as a kid, and we'll take it to the present day, and then we'll move on from there. So go ahead.
Definitely. So, growing up, I didn't necessarily know that I wanted to fall in love with hip hop.
Okay.
I was in basketball first, and I was doing the sports crazy first, and I was into that. But I've always had music in my background. I always knew that I wanted to do that. So
you grew up in Boston, right?
Yep, Boston, Mass.
Yep.
Dorchester to begin with.
Okay.
My mom was out there first, and then as I got older, she moved to Hyde Park. So
Okay.
there's different parts of me that have been different places in Boston, but I would say Dorchester, Hyde Park, Mattapan. That's
cool.
They had the biggest influences
What
on me.
about Rosendale? Isn't that where I picked you up today?
Yeah, man, that's later in life, but yeah, I would say the other ones have more of a responsibility, but yeah, that's where I'm at now.
And that utility guy told me you might have been it might have even been West Roxbury, so you might actually cover.
The
you might be
utility,
living in,
yeah.
That's what. Remember when you were walking down the street with your friend, and I was talking to that utility guy because I wanted to make sure I didn't know.
I never seen him before though.
No, I know he had, but I'm glad I talked to him because I said to him, is this West Rock? I said, is this Rosendale? And he goes, it's right on the line between Rosendale and West Roxbury. But when I talk to you about, we.
Every time I put it in, what they say Hyde Park and.
It says Hyde Park, but it says Rosendale. It's Hyde Park and Rosendale. So when you put up her address, you gotta put in Rosendale, not Hyde Park.
Oh, no, I know that.
No,
Not
I'm
gonna-
saying.
But it's on the borderline of West Roxbury too.
Oh, West
Right.
Rock. That's what I
Yeah.
said. So see, I'm everywhere with it.
You're
So I'm
pretty
Exactly.
just,
much in between West
You get more
Roxbury.
coverage than you
you
know.
feel me, right? I'm all of Boston. That's why I said there's so many. I don't like to put it to one place. I'm all of Boston. I'm
No,
out
that's the
here.
way it should
I
be.
love it. I love it.
Cool,
You know?
okay.
Yeah.
All right, now, did you take music lessons as a kid somewhere, or
No, not really.
taught yourself, family?
I would just say in public school, where they had a little class when you had the recorder. You know
Oh,
what I
you
mean?
did that too in
You know what
fourth
I mean?
grade.
Yeah, right.
I know the recorder.
That's as much as I had. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Did you go to college at all?
I went to Emmanuel College for basketball.
That's
I
in
was
Boston,
learning-
right?
Yeah, that's in
Okay.
Boston, Fenway, Massachusetts. But yeah, and I played basketball my freshman year, and then
Oh.
I don't know, I was so in love with music that it distracted me from everything.
Wow.
So you know what I mean, like I did my thing in school. I graduated from school and went to college, did my thing, but music just had a hold on me.
Of course.
Basketball, I did my thing, but music just, I don't know.
Music is your thing.
I
That's
can't,
cool.
I couldn't let it go.
Well, you still look very athletic, and I guess to do what you do, you sort of have to be.
You do. Because
Yeah.
even doing the shows and, like, even when you do 15-minute sets, 20-minute sets, half-an-hour sets, you got to be in shape.
Exactly.
You got to be ready to do this and endurance, or say you're doing a show, you got an interview later, or you got to stay up and then you got a studio later. It's still, everything is being an athlete.
That's true,
Always.
okay.
So,
And
know.
now, did you play sports as a kid even before you started, like on the street? Did you
Yeah.
play basketball and with the kids in school? In your neighborhood?
yeah, I was playing basketball in my neighborhood, flag football,
Okay.
doing all type of stuff. I loved sports. Any type of sports I could do, I loved all that. And just
Yeah.
being around and being in the neighborhood, playing different things, I loved all that.
Yeah, you like to move around.
Yes.
You don't like to be still long.
Always, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's great.
definitely.
All right. Now where do you perform now? Where do you go out? Where are your venues mostly?
Lately, everywhere.
Okay.
Lately,
well, I mean,
it's been,
like you name some clubs you
Definitely,
go.
definitely. So lately, it's been Austin Hard Rock Cafe.
Okay.
That's a big one. Somerville at the Jungle.
Okay.
House of Blues, Boston, Mass. What's up? We got different plots in Malden. Shout
Okay.
out Bars Over Bars. There's so many different platforms that doing different stuff that we everywhere out here now. So
Okay.
Yeah,
Now,
bust
what
it
about like, have you ever done anything on YouTube, on music videos or anything like that?
definitely. Look me up, K Watts. Put me up on YouTube, man. There's different videos, different all type of stuff, and then you'll see the different videographers. You'll see the different ciphers. We hit a lot of Boston ciphers, whole type of stuff. So
Okay.
type me out on YouTube. You'll see a whole bunch of stuff I do. But yeah, ciphers, shows, all type of stuff.
No, you always solo, or do you have like people with you that you work with too? You collaborate with?
For the main part, I'm solo.
Okay.
Main part, I'm K Watts. But if we go to the shows, we do videos. I got my gang with me. Shout out Louis Lungs. Shout out, you know what I mean, Rizzo. Shout out Dope Man. Shout out Kizzy Key. We out here, man. We got a whole bunch of people doing our thing. So that's what we do. We come
Yeah. Okay.
We come with a team. We come with community.
Yeah, from your
It's
Facebook
it's
page,
a
looks
vibe.
like
It's a
you-
lot of love.
Of course there is.
Yeah.
And in your Facebook page, it looks like you have a lot of people with you.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's great. Okay.
Definitely.
So let's see. So how long you been doing rap for? How many years? Since you graduated Emmanuel?
Oof. So I was into the music before that. Like I was heavy in basketball when I went to Emmanuel, but I would say doing this music. It's probably been about 10 years now.
10 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
From studying, watching, to writing, to
Yep.
hitting the shows, to doing my own music. Yeah.
All right. Tell me about writing. How much time a week do you spend doing that?
That's a lot of time doing that. I would say time during the week. Let me see. I know I spend about 8 to 10 hours a day.
Wow.
So we gonna, you know what I mean?
That's a lot of time.
Yeah. I spend a lot of time writing. When it comes to this music, I think penmanship and writing has a lot to do with it.
It does.
And studying performances and studying how to do this. But yeah, I take pride in my writing and always
Wow.
creating new material and always having something to give to this culture.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have any people you want to emulate? I mean, are there rappers out there that you admire, as role models?
Definitely. My favorite of all time is Nas.
Who?
Nas.
Okay.
I love Nas. I love what he brings to the game, being authentic, being real. Another one, female artist, Lauryn Hill.
Okay, I know Lauren
Just,
Hill.
you know what I mean?
know
Just
who she
bringing
is.
that real to the game. Just, bringing your soul. Show 'em what you got. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And just like,
Well, it is
Like,
rare.
yeah.
It is rare for there aren't as many female rappers as there are male rappers, right?
Right.
Okay,
yeah.
and you're certainly, and it's a wonderful trend that you're setting here. I mean, you're part of an upcoming cultural movement, I'd say, doing this.
Thank you so much for
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And it does mean a lot because sometimes I feel like we got to go twice as hard. You know what I
Right.
mean? Just to prove our point, just to put our name out there. But I've been fortunate enough to have the females relate to me a lot and the males relate to me a lot. And it's just, I would say the key is being yourself. And I know that sounds easier said than done, but when you can just relate to this and do different stuff and just always say your journey, tell your story, and you'll be surprised as some
How creative
people
you can
that-
be.
Yeah, and to the people that relate to you.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
you'd be surprised.
When I picked you up today, you said that it's all you're all big. You have a big happy family in the neighborhood, and then your mother was there, and you were coming from her house.
Yeah.
How big is your family? Do you have a lot of brothers and sisters? Do you have any kids of your own?
I'm an only child on my mother's side. On my
Okay.
father's side, I got my brother, I got a sister, and then on both sides, I got so many cousins I can't even.
Yeah, I
you know,
understand.
like you know what I mean. It just goes out there, but yeah,
Okay. So they're all musical too.
A lot of them, yeah.
Okay.
Or if it's not musical, they're creative, or they want to be an entrepreneur, they want to put something out there, and that's.
No, I know.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's real.
All right. So where have you been performing lately? I mean, we just started in February. How did you start 2022? Where did you have the gigs this year so far?
This year, I want to say shout out Talking to Town, because I went up to Somerville
Okay.
at the Jungle. It was a sold out show. That was crazy.
Yep.
Shout out to Sammy's Patio. I've done a lot of shows there, but they've changed the way they do things and a whole bunch of stuff. I've seen a lot of things change within the culture within my state and my city, and I'm proud. There's a whole bunch of stuff happening. So shout out to those two venues, Hard Rock Cafe. Downtown Boston, different studios that I've been to. It's been a lot that's been happening this January, so I'm excited for the rest of the year.
All right. So far, is it just Boston? Have you gone anywhere else?
Not yet.
Okay.
This summer, I'm ready to hit everywhere.
Oh.
But I'm going to wait until I get to this. Wait till it warm up a little bit.
Oh, I know exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but I'm coming, yeah.
Right. Maybe go out onto the beach, the beaches that we passed on the way here.
Yes, I would love all that.
Coming down to the waterfront. I mean, there's
This
plenty of
last
opportunities.
summer, I was just at Carson Beach. It was, what was
That's
it?
in
It was,
Quincy.
yep, in Quincy. What event was it? It was like, I'm not sure exactly what type of event it was, but it was this summer. It was out at Carson, a whole bunch of local artists. It was fire.
That's
So
awesome.
I just want to do more like that. I just want to do more,
Well, guess what? We're halfway through the show. It's hard to believe you already made half the show go by. So now what I'm going to ask you to do, like we talked about, is perform a song or two.
Well, I would love to.
Go ahead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little rest while you perform and enjoy it.
I got you. We're here.
Okay.
Hey.
So folks, keep watching, and Kay Watts is going to perform her own original rap hip hop.
Let's go. Like, yo, you just gotta get that money, man. Level up, man. Fuck everything else.
Gotta level up, can't do the same thing. Nah, my hustle so damn crazy, gotta maintain. We get the same 7 days, why they hate me? Told them dreams and the money, what I'm chasing. Gotta level up, can't do the same thing. Nah, my hustle so damn crazy, gotta maintain. We get the same 7 days, why they hate me? Told them dreams and the money, what I'm chasing. Dirty money, all I know is green. I'ma get all that I want, I become a fiend. Fly shit only, oh I fuck up a scene. Remember way back when this was just a dream. Headlock, got the game in the headlock. We stood out there all these years, but this is still my block. Officially on my time, you on my watch. Got things clicking right now, and I will not stop. You be around when it's hot, but you a fucking cop. Tryna peep how I move, but you won't get the drop. If I ain't pushing it to the max, then what I do it for? I gotta be different, shit, they all in uniform. You can't keep me in line, I don't care who it's for. I'm winning all the time, no need to keep a score. They talking about things they know nothing about. Taking pics, some front and shit, just to get some clout. Gotta level up, can't do the same thing. Nah, my hustle so damn crazy, gotta maintain. We get the same 7 days, why they hate me? Told them dreams and the money, what I'm chasing. Gotta level up, can't do the same thing. Nah, my hustle so damn crazy, gotta maintain. We get the same 7 days, why they hate me? Told them dreams and the money, what I'm chasing. I've been a boss and I won't let these fakers crowd my route. Want me to show up somewhere now? I'm like, what's the amount? They morals screwed up like they faces. Envy in their eyes, wanting to trade places. You ain't nowhere on my level, we'll never be adjacent. You'll always be under me, get used to the basement. All these bottled up emotions turned into cash. They want all of this money, but they can't do the math. Gotta level up, can't do the same thing. Nah, my hustle so damn crazy, gotta maintain. We get the same 7 days, why they hate me? Told them dreams and the money, what I'm chasing. Gotta level up, can't do the same thing. Nah, my hustle so damn crazy, gotta maintain. We get the same 7 days, why they hate me? Told them dreams and the money, what I'm chasing.
Well, that was great, Kate, and I appreciate you.
Thank you.
As you
I
always
appreciate
say.
you. I felt at home.
Good, that's the
Oh,
way
my
you're supposed to
goodness,
feel.
Yes. That was beautiful. Thank you.
Okay. You want to talk a little about the tune you just sang? Just basically your own life story going as it goes.
Definitely.
People around you.
I just want to say for anybody who wants to do music or anything you want to do, life is a journey.
It is.
You know what I mean? I don't want you to don't speed up for nobody. You know, don't waste time for nobody. Take your time and take your time. It's your journey. It means everything. So that song, I say level up to mean level up the way you want to.
Right,
You know what I
okay.
mean? Don't rush yourself for nobody, but level up in the way you want to, and always level up. You know what I mean? You want to progress always in anything that you're doing, whether it's a little bit or a lot. But we're not here to rush for anybody. We just want to take our time on the journey and we want to progress.
Yeah, I
So
know, it's
level
good.
up means,
Yeah.
level up in the way that you want to.
Exactly.
You know?
That's kind of how I go with the show. That's why I've been doing it for so long.
You know?
Wow. No, that's true. It put
Like
me
that.
at peace to hear that's the way you did that.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I think that's why we connect too, because I feel like you all about the journey. We here.
I
We
know.
want to connect with people. We want to make those vibes.
Yeah. I know. I totally get that.
That's
It's
right.
true. We seem to do it more and more each day. We find something new to talk, someone new to talk to and find
Right.
out about, and we connect, and then next thing you know, we're all the richer for it.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really what it is.
And when it comes to writing, you write like just poetic lyrics, and then you put them to music. Is that it?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you done any acting at all?
Yeah, I want to say I've done acting too, but real quick, I just want to say for the writing, my mom was a poet.
Oh, is she? Okay.
Yeah, so shout out to Heather Watkins. Make sure you look up her writing, her poetry, everything.
Okay.
That's who really showed me the way in doing this. I've always loved music, but her showing me the writing and being your own, and putting your penmanship and that's real.
Exactly.
You know,
I totally
it
get it. I used to be the
means a lot.
WATD poet. That's the radio station where I got my start.
Yeah,
So I've done it too. I know how that is.
yeah, it's key.
Poetry. Wow.
Yeah.
All right. What about acting? You say you've done acting too?
Yeah, if you go back and look up on YouTube, if you look up The Plug, I was on that it's an acting series, and then I'll be doing another independent movie soon with acting.
Oh,
So,
can
yeah.
you talk about it, or you don't want to give
I'm
too
on
much
that.
away?
I don't want to give too much with the new series. Just stay
Okay.
in tune, but it's gonna be different artists coming up from Boston, Mass. And You'll
Okay.
see us in there doing different things, but yeah, I don't want to say too much, but stay tuned. There's a lot coming for artists coming up and doing their acting thing and still being able to keep the music incorporated too. So
Okay. And when pretty much, do you have any idea when that's going to be getting underway?
I would say March, April of this year.
Okay, so it's not too far
Not
off.
too far. Yeah, we right
Probably
there
when the
getting ready.
spring comes.
Yeah,
Okay,
right.
just in time.
Yeah,
And where are they going to be shooting it? Around Boston?
around Boston, different places in New England. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know a guy named Ty Zio. He's a rapper from Springfield, and I had him on at my Wayham location.
His name
you don't know him,
sounds
that's
his name sounds very familiar.
Well, he's done
I'm better
some-
with faces, but his name sounds very familiar.
Right. Well, he did a video in Boston that we had edited into the show, and it was amazing. And I don't know, it was mostly in the city, like downtown Boston. Though it wasn't in Dorchester. It wasn't any of the, the boroughs of Boston, but I
Yeah.
thought maybe you've heard of them. Okay. Well, tell me about now, in terms of like videos, if you talk, I mean, you've done some real action videos too with your music. All right, talk about those.
Different videos. Shout out. I would say the first one I started doing a lot of videos.
Well, I mean, what kind of videos were they? What did you do in them? Like, just outside with friends and stuff, hanging out?
Outside with friends. There's been a couple of those, but mostly with the videos, I like the story tell.
Okay,
With all
right.
my videos, I like to put you through an experience. I like to show you a story. I like to do all type of stuff. There's been a couple of those with friends outside too, but if you peep my videos, you see the story I'm telling.
Right.
I like to tell a story, and I like to show you and give you the vibe and the feeling of what I'm bringing to the music. So you'll see clips of Boston. You'll see how I came up. You'll see friends I be around. You'll see all that. You'll get different clips of different things.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider, I mean, you know how we discussed when we were coming down here, we're gonna ride through the country.
Yeah.
Would you ever consider doing a video like maybe on in a nice country setting, like
Yes.
kind of like around here?
Definitely, I would.
Yeah.
Definitely. I want to get the exact song I want to do and see the vibe. But coming up here, I've seen so many clips, like of how I could do different stuff. So there's all type of stuff I want.
Right, you want diversity.
Oh, I want everything.
Right.
You know what I mean? And seeing like different mountainsides or seeing the pond, how it lay. I want all that. I want different, like everything. I want you to see everything.
There you go. You might have to go up to Vermont to New Hampshire,
Right,
or
to
Maine.
see,
for-
to see,
yeah.
yep.
Or on the Cape, somewhere really
And I,
scenic.
oh,
Yeah.
I need
Maybe
that.
you have the ocean behind you waving,
I need that.
something like that, something really, I mean, we talked on the way up here about, how you like peaceful.
Yes.
And,
Yes.
it's nothing wrong with rap to
Right.
relax people. I know it's I can do both. It can irritate them in a good way, and it can
Right.
relax them in a good way. Right.
It
That's,
can bring you so many different emotions. So
Right.
we want to take them through all that. We want to, yeah.
well, guess what, Kate? We're down to the final 5 minutes of the show.
Woo, let's do it.
We always make it go by
This
fast.
has been amazing.
As it always is. Thank you. And it wouldn't. I always say it's a great guest to make topic time prime, and in this case, you're doing just that.
I appreciate you. This has been phenomenal.
So what I want you to do in the remaining time is to look at the camera, give shouts out to people that are going to see the show real quick. You can start with your mother, I guess, and friends and town, your family in the town and city in Boston and Hyde Park, wherever out, Rosendale,
Definitely.
and then we'll wrap the show up the way we began it with my music.
Let's get it. Perfect. First off, I want to say big appreciation to you for having me. Thank you so much for bringing me here. That means a lot to me. Shout out to my mom. Yo, we out here. We doing big things. Shout out to my girl, Bree. We in the building. Turn up. Listen. Shout out to all my team. I already told y'all, Louis Lungs, Rizzo, Dope Man. We out here doing a lot of stuff, man. Boston Masters in the building. I want everybody, if you're an independent artist, tell your story, be about it, and shine your light. Ain't nothing more important than shining your light and connecting with people, and that means the realest stuff ever. So we in the building. K Watts. If you're looking for me, I spend a lot of time on Instagram at official K Watts, official KAYWATTZ. And again, thank you for having me, family. This has been real. I felt the love.
Okay, you were great. So if you have any, now the other thing I ask all my upcoming guests is if you had a good time with me, and you have any friends that that are into music or anything that's with an interesting story, anyone with an interesting story,
Yeah.
you have my digits, have them text me, we'll get them on the show.
Oh, they coming. They coming right now.
Okay, well,
I got you, family. They coming.
And now before we wrap it up officially, is there anything on the horizon that you might have overlooked that you want to mention? Like something that you have going on?
Definitely. Tune in. I just dropped the EP this January. Tune into it. K Watts on all platforms. KAYWATTZ. The EP is called Confidence 2. Look it up on all platforms. A lot of people been bumping it on Spotify or Apple, iTunes, but definitely tune into that. It's my latest project. And all the projects too before that. Been going crazy, but that's the latest. We here. I love y'all, and I got a whole bunch to drop on y'all too. Hey.
Okay, great job. All right, are you ready to wrap the show up the way we began it with my music?
Ooh, yes, let's go.
Okay,
Let's
folks.
go.
Thanks for watching Topic Time. More great episodes to follow. Take a nice week off, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.